Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Luke Bradford, and welcome to the third part of my Doctor Who ranking. Link to this. Obviously, with that we're on to the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, who is my Doctor, so this one's going to be incredibly biased. So, if I could just find the 11th hour. There it is. I mean, in terms of first stories, I mean, oh, it's between favourites and. I mean, yeah, favourites. I can still remember watching the 11th hour for the first time when it aired for the first time. And that is how you introduce. It's such a perfect introduction to a new Doctor. It's a masterpiece of an episode. The Beast Below. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, Starwen and the last of your kind semi-speech that Amy gives the Doctor. Really good. Vampires of Venice. A very, very rare 11th Doctor episode that I actually. I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's that good. Never mind. That remembering which way round things are. It's Flesh and Stone. That's I'm pretty sure. And with Flesh of Stone and Flesh and Stone and Time of Angels, you got a brilliant two-parter. Stop scrolling, perhaps. Absolutely brilliant two-parter. Also, River Song returns in that one. Oh yeah, Victory of the Daleks. The one with Winston Churchill. Now, I'll put it in fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it's a great episode. Yeah. I love the scene with the evolution of the Daleks. Hmm. Is it the new Dalek? The new Dalek. Starts with S. That's right. Stratagem, not stratagem, no. And Vincent and the Doctor. Beautiful yet sad. And it's one of my favourites. Hmm. I can't really remember. I think, you know what? I'm just going to go in order of how this is arranged here because I'm never going to remember the entire order. A good man goes to war. Well, yeah. Amazing episode. It's a Demons Run poem. Demons run when a good man goes to war. And it's sort of an episode that sort of kind of confirms that this incarnation still has a dark side. But I suppose it sort of comes through before Good Man Goes to War. Yeah. It also sort of very timey-wimey. It's like River's born in that episode, but River also appears later in the timeline. Timeline. The Girl Who Waited. Another emotional. A lot of emotional episodes in Eleven's run. Well, I suppose in Doctor Who as a whole. But, The Girl Who Waited. Not Above for Two Pass. Not Above Pleasure. Yeah. A great episode. The Wedding of River Song. Oh, I can remember watching this one for the first time as well. Favourites wise, I don't know about there. The 11th hour is always going to have a special place in my heart. Finish first. First going to be 11th Doctor. Oh, and before anyone says, "Oh, you've got way too many episodes in favourites," it doesn't mean anything now. This is this is entirely my opinion, and like I ended up with a lot of episodes in favourites and Tenet one as well. Like I can have as like you can have as many favourites as you want. Like if you love an episode, for example, Rings of Akaten. Right, so you love Rings of Akaten, and enough for it to be a favourite. Like, you've already got 7 other episodes in there. Doesn't matter. If you like an episode enough that you consider it one of your favourites, it's one of your favourites, no matter how many favourites you've got. Anyway, Bells of St. John. Don't be a monk. Monks are not cool, says the Doctor. But this episode is very cool. Not quite a favourite, mind, but fantastic. I love the bit where we rise up the shard. The lodger. Like, lower end of favourites. Like, yes, I love the episode. Or Day of the Doctor. One of my favourite episodes in the entirety of Doctor Who. Masterpiece from start to finish. I watched it over and over and over again. But for a few years, actually. For Hungry Earth. I think, but I could be wrong. I think for Hungry Earth, it's a Cold Blood two-parter. Is Chibnall's first? No, it's not Chibnall's. What's the video that had every episode's title sequence from Rose to Power of the Doctor? Like, let's see who I think it's from. Look, it might have been Tom McRae, I don't know, but yeah. I think Hungry Earth. The one with the Silurians. I think the one that introduces Vastra, but I could be wrong. In any case, not quite a favourite, but definitely fantastic. But I think the second part is better. Day of the Moon. Ah yes, Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon. fun fact, this two-parter features Mark Sheppard, who played Crowley in Supernatural, as the younger version of, I think it's Canton something the third. I can't remember. Can't remember his full name. I know Porridge from Nightmare in Silver has a full name, but bugging me if I can remember that. Yeah. Love the Impossible Day of the Moon. Think about bears, right? Also, the Doctor apparently has a beard in Day of the Moon. I don't remember that. Also has a beard in Wedding of River Song. Curse of the Black Spot. Pirates. Not the Pirates, which is... I want to say the name of a first Doctor story and a sixth Doctor Big Finish story, but could be wrong. Might not be the sixth. Pirates. Yeah. Fantastic. Angels. Oh, Angels Take Manhattan. Emotional as all heck, but definitely a favourite of mine. What? Yeah. The Almost People and the Rebel Flesh, actually. Almost People and the Rebel Flesh. No, I think Chibnall did write Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, but I could be wrong. He didn't write Almost People and Rebel Flesh. That was... I want to say Steve Thompson. No, that's wrong. It was someone else. Steve Thompson wrote Curse of the Black Spots. So... The Almost People. I think on the basis that it's a two-parter I don't remember much about. Wait. How much I remember Rory commenting that he can hear Dusty Springfield. For that. Oh, screw it. I'll put it in good. I'll put the two-parter in good. I just... The Name of the Doctor, definitely in favourites. I would say Ian McKellen is the Great Intelligence, but that's not... That can't be right. Oh, you never know. Cold War. fantastic, but wearing fantastic. Yeah. Journey to the centre of the TARDIS. And this one I remember loving. There. Night Terrors. They're on the Creepy Peg Dolls. Another horror episode. This one not written by Russell T. Another horror episode. About a kid's nightmares. The boy's nightmares. It's the boys and alien, etc. etc. Yeah. It is. It is a very creepy episode. And it has that song at the end of tick tock goes the clock. Yeah. That basically outright tells you that River's going to kill the Doctor at some point. But where would I put Night Terrors? Fantastic. Favourites? Right behind the fantastic. Bit of a digression, but I say just rewatched The Waters of Mars after Planet of the Dead. Waters of Mars actually still not a huge fan of it, but I think I was a bit harsh on it in my other, my 10th Doctor ranking video. Yes, he does the Time Lord Victorious bit. Like, see, he's sort of. So you get to see the moment where the Doctor kind of thinks, but you get to see the moment where the Doctor decides that since he's the last of the Time Lords, he can basically do whatever he wants. I still think it's wrong, but to his credit, immediately after he realises that all he's done is change a few more details, and if the timeline corrects itself, he basically immediately realises he's gone too far. And then realises that then realises that it's his death is coming, but the end of this, the end of his incarnation. Which is almost a perfect lead into End of Time. Anyway, let's go back to this. A Christmas Carol, the one with Michael Gambon. Yeah. I see Christmas Invasion. I see. I see the 10th Doctor's Christmas specials. And I raise you the 11th Doctor Christmas specials. So, I know I'm biased. But the 11th Doctor Christmas specials are masterpieces in my humble opinion. But that's 11th hour, is it? Hyde. Almost been a favourite of mine. Look a bit there. Let's Kill Hitler. Lower end of good. Like, definitely one of the weaker episodes of 11 of Matt Smith here, in my opinion. And yeah, and the fact that I still consider it good enough to go into good. Yeah, the fact that I think that what is, in my opinion, one of the weakest episodes of with Matt Smith here is still good enough for good rather than okay says a lot. What the era. The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. The Line the Witch and the Wardrobe reference there, title obviously. Alternatively, The Line, the Witch, and the Audacity of this. I assume not everyone knows what that means by now. Yeah, again, 11th Doctor Christmas specials, masterpieces. Crimson Horror. In Between Hungry Earth and Cold War. Closing Time. Closing Time. Oh, now I'll probably get a copyright claim for. I mean, they don't really affect me since I don't think I'm anywhere near being able to monetize yet. And I'm not going to get struck for it. So, yeah. Every new beginning comes from some of the beginning's end. And I'm not going to risk anything more than that. Yeah. Cybermen. He kills them with love. It was right up there. The Snowmen. And between us, I think. Yeah. Dinosaurs. Chris. Yeah. Dinosaurs on a spaceship. Yeah. Yeah. I do that as well. I do. Although Big Bear. I bet The Power of Three. And that goes right up there. Brilliant episode, that. Coincidentally, 2 Chibnall episodes right next to each other. I mean, they're not mostly not raised by writer because Doctor's Wife and Nightmare Silver were both written by Neil Gaiman. Gaiman? Not really sure how to pronounce his last name. And for God Complex, the one in the Minotaur. Get higher end of fantastic. It's just, and it's strange because I can't really explain what keeps anything in fantastic from being a favourite. Yeah, I do love. Okay, so Pandorica opens Big Bang. In my mind, it's absolutely iconic. It's just a masterpiece of a 2-parter. And if the Doctor's Wife is actually what I'd put in okay. Like, as I keep saying, I don't think any episode of New Who is bad. I like every episode. But that doesn't mean I don't think some are just okay. The Doctor's Wife, if I do like that the TARDIS became a human, it's a sort of, yeah, so she got to speak to the Doctor. That's really good. Overall, it's my least favourite 11 episode. It's, I mean, that's has 2 whole lines and 1 in favour, and Asylum of the Daleks. First appearance of Clara, I think. I mean, technically, with the name of the Doctor, meaning that she's now everywhere in the Doctor's time stream, saving him, Ben, for all the time. Technically, she's been there since the very start. But it's the first time we see her on screen. Oh, I'm tired. There. The time of the Doctor, straight up there. Straight in favourites. Greatest Doctor Who Christmas special ever. I mean, I love all the Christmas. I like all the Christmas specials. Yeah. Day of the Doctor, straight up. Time of the Doctor, sorry, straight up there. The Rings of I can never pronounce this. The Rings of Akhaten. I mean, favourites for the long song and the speech alone. In fact, I'd say that one's right up there as well. I'm actually going to move 11th Hour up, because it does have a special place in my heart. And it's the first. Of course, I'd watched all of Eccleston and Tennant's run. Because my mum watched it all. Like, yeah, but yeah, it. The 11th Hour is the first episode I can remember watching for the first time. Maybe at the time, but it is also when I've really gone into Doctor Who. As I said at the start of this video, Matt Smith is my Doctor. Yeah, 11 is my Doctor. Look at me, maybe biased. Nightmare in Silver. The second Neil Gaiman episode. It's about AI, so that could be pronounced either I or A. So technically, both pronunciators, like Gaiman and Gaiman, are both perfectly fine pronunciations. I just don't know which one he uses. I just don't know which one is the correct one for. Never mind. Nightmare in Silver, Warwick Davis as Porridge. The Emperor, something, whatever his full name is. There are so many episodes in favourites already. I'm going to put it. I think that's pretty much. It's actually the middle of favourites. Amy's Choice. Oh. The one with Toby Jones plays the Dream Lord. And there's also played Dobby. This is a fun fact for you. Toby Jones also played Dobby in the Harry Potter movies. Yeah. He does give a great performance as the Dream Lord. But good. Top end of good. And last but certainly not least, A Town Called Mercy. The Wild West episode. With Carla Jets. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I mean, it's been over a decade since it aired, so yeah. So unless you're really an entire decade behind, I should think it's not least favourites. This is a bit towards the top end of fantastic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my ranking of the 11th Doctor episodes. Thank you for watching. We've we've still got. No, I'm not good. It's only a few days before the end of the month. I'm not going to get to 200 subs before then. But I am on 169 the last I checked. So it would only be 31 more. Maybe. I mean, it's not impossible. Yeah. Yeah, it's not impossible. It's nearly impossible. As 11 would say. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.